Slow robot. Okay. Um, so I didn't know what I wanted to do for a video, but I want to make sure that I am putting out stuff semi regularly. I had started a series of videos a couple of years ago, a few years ago now, and it was about like being creative and that kind of thing. And it kind of died out for probably the same reason a lot of YouTube stuff dies out. It wasn't, I didn't do it consistently. It was a lot of work, doing all the editing and that kind of stuff. It takes a lot. And, I wanted to make music, so I stopped doing the videos and kept doing the music. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that today's video is going to be kind of just a explanation of what this channel actually is, what I want it to be, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So maybe I'll go into the album because you can see up here. This is sort of the impetus for this whole channel. I wanted to start doing some videos just to kind of go along with the album release. Not necessarily related to the album, but certainly there will be some stuff that's related to the album, but really just some kind of way to kind of engage with people. So I know some of the people that will probably watch this are seeing it because they know me from the Reason Talk website, where I post often. And obviously I use Reason. Reason's my favorite DAW, and it's awesome. And this is what I did almost everything for this album on, and I'm super proud of the album, and I want to share it with people. I forgot what I was going to say there, but that brings me to another point. So the channel is not going to be about selling stuff. I am not interested in selling myself, which has been to my musical career's detriment for 25 years now. I don't have any interest in like showing people my stuff and being like, hey, look at this, check this out. Like, that's not what this is about. I will certainly be showing pieces of music here. I may go through some of the songs that you see on the screen here just to kind of give us a flavor of the album. But I'm not here to be like, check my stuff out, I'm awesome, you need to listen to me, because you can make up your own mind. I know how that works. And I feel like when people try and do that to me, I don't want to hear it. So I don't want to do that to you. So what it's going to be is kind of this. It's going to be off the cuff stuff that I don't have to really do a whole lot of rehearsing for. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of video editing. I mean, if you've seen any of the videos I've done so far, there's minimal editing. I do add some like words and text to it to kind of make it visually interesting every once in a while. Or if I have to say, type something out to correct something I've said. But I don't like to do a lot of editing. Like I said, I want to do music. I want to do stuff that is interesting to me. And, another thing that I want to do here is just kind of share some of the things that I've learned over the years and some of the perspectives that I have. I think that I've been doing music for a very long time now. And I think that I have certainly a unique perspective. Everyone does. And hopefully somebody will find some use in the stuff that I'm saying. I in the earlier iteration of my YouTube, not channel, I mean, I did have a different channel, but in that, when I was doing that, it was very much focused on, like I said, on creativity. But I couldn't get past myself. I couldn't get past all the stuff that needed to happen in order to upload videos and all the editing and stuff. So I'm just going to kind of put it out there. It's going to be off the cuff. It's going to be rambly. I kind of have, I don't know if it's a stutter, but I definitely sometimes don't talk, smoothly. Things don't come out as smoothly as I'd like. And so you're going to see a lot of that. And, that's just going to be what it is. And so a lot of this is going to be for me, really. I mean, like I said, I want to help people if I can. But at the end of the day, like this is almost like a vlog for me. I think I have something to offer, but I know that's not going to be something that everybody wants. And, like I said, it's going to be all over the place in terms of content. So, there's probably going to be stuff that's, I put out that a lot of people are going to be like, I have no interest in that. And then other people might find that really interesting. And then the next week I might do something completely different, that, the people who were really interested last time thought, or they thought the last one was great. And now this new one isn't interesting at all to them. And that's totally fine. That's to me, that's what's fun about life, is that you can get into all sorts of different stuff, and nobody has the same perspective. Nobody has the same interests. And, everybody has different experience and different perspective, and it's always valuable. It's all valuable. It's all valid. And, I guess I just want to share that, to the extent that I can. And so that's what this is going to be. I wouldn't mind getting a few more people listening to my music as a result. But again, I'm not going to be selling stuff. I'm not here to be like, check this out. That's just not who I am, really. So with that said, I guess I am going to get into just kind of an overview of the album, just really quickly. Just maybe give some sounds. You can get a sense of I'm not, again, like, just to get an idea of what it's about. Basically, it started out as a concept album for a science fiction story that I was writing. And it's a pretty, I still think it's a really cool science fiction idea. It's like a time travel thing, and this guy gets thrown out of an airlock, and then wormholes and all this other stuff happens. I think it's a pretty interesting concept. But as I was putting the songs together, I was finding that the lyrics weren't really, like, I wasn't feeling the vocals the way that I really wanted to. It wasn't really kind of striking any real emotional chords with me. And so I decided, probably about halfway through finishing it, like I had most of the music already done, but about halfway through finishing the, vocal recording and mixing, I was like, I'm just not digging it. And I decided to scrap that concept and go with something different. And one of the other things that I'm very passionate about, as goofy as I can be, and like to be, I do take I do take world events very seriously. I do take politics very seriously, and what's going on in my country very seriously. And I wouldn't say this is a political album, but it's definitely a current events album, in the sense that all of the songs are about just everything that's been going on the past few years, from climate change and all that stuff, to the current political garbage that's happening in my country right now, the United States. And I tried to do it. I'm kind of a metaphorical guy when it comes to lyrics, so I don't think any of this stuff is too, like, it's not like Rage Against the Machine or anything, where it's like, this is what I'm talking about and you can see what I'm talking about. I don't think that. I think it comes across a little more just like like I said, it's metaphorical. It's kind of more imagery and wordplay than it is about any particular like one event or anything like that. So yeah, I mean that's what I decided to do with it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And man, if you ever do an album, recording is the easy part. Mixing is the easy part. Mastering and getting it ready to put out is a pain in the ass. But it's, I think, done. I think I finished it finally yesterday. I was having some trouble. So one of the things that I learned as in doing this is how difficult it is just to get a single cohesive sound, because I'm an album guy, and like I wanted this to be an album where everything flowed pretty seamlessly one song to the next. I mean, most of the songs do have, you know, pretty standard, like one song fades out, the next song starts, you know, that kind of thing. But there's a couple spots where I wanted it to fade from one song into another without, you know, there being any kind of glitches. And that's something that I had no idea was such a pain in the ass to actually accomplish. But it is. And so that's what I've been working on for like 3 weeks now, has been just getting those, like, you know, crossfades, like, so that when I export the files, they all like play one after the other, and it doesn't, you don't get this little jarring pause in between where there's not supposed to be one, that kind of thing. So it's, you know, it's a pain in the ass, but whatever. Nobody cares about that. But so I'm going to play a little bit of it. Just, I'm wearing a different shirt now, and that tells you something, which is that I screwed up. I was recording my album stuff as promised, and I was clipping, which is obviously not a good thing. So I'm redoing it, and I'm going to do it as a separate video. And that is why this video is now going to stop right